So it's time for a quick summary and cleanup. First of all, let's clean up. Since we're using EJS now, we don't need the layouts folder because we only use that for Pug and handlebars. So let's delete layouts here. We also can delete all HBS, HTML, and Pug files here because we don't need either of those. We just use the EJS files now. So let's delete all these files. Now this is much cleaner. And now I just want to make sure that you really understood the flow of how data flows into the templates and what the templating engines do. We do render a template with the special render method provided by Express.js. That render method will always look for the registered view engine, something we do here at the beginning in app.js. We do register our EJS view engine in this case by setting this special view engine configuration, a reserved configuration key which is understood by Express.js. We also tell Express.js where our views are to be found, though that actually would be the default setting here, by the way. So you don't need to add this if you do use the views folder. With that, Express.js will call render, will take our templating engine, which we still have to install separately as a npm package. Keep that in mind. We did install EJS as we did install Pug and handlebars. And then you always just refer to the name of your view, like we do here at product EJS. By the way, if that were in a subfolder like products, you would simply refer to it like this. But then you just refer to that view without adding the file extension. And you can also define an object which will hold the data that is passed as variables into that template. So not the entire object is passed in there as you learned, but instead you will have a page title variable available in the template, you'll have a path variable available in the template, and so on. And this is why we can use something like this here. This is now syntax understood by the specific templating engine we're using, EJS in this case. It simply detects these tags here, and then it simply looks for a variable named page title and tries to output its value. Well, and it finds the page title because we do set a page title property here. And we got more features than just outputting values. As you can see in the shop EJS file, we can also use if statements or for loops. And you'll learn the different versions of this for the different view engines in this module. So this is how the templating engines work, what they do, and why you use them. And it's important to keep in mind that in the end, if you inspect the source code, you always just get back normal HTML code. You don't find any EJS code in here or any JavaScript code. This is just the HTML code that is generated on the fly, but also on the server. This is not code that would be generated in the browser. It's generated on the server on demand for the request you're getting. And templating engines also do some advanced stuff like caching some built templates for you if the data input didn't change, so that they can return the template even faster and don't have to rebuild it for every request, even if the data didn't change. But that's some behind the scenes stuff. For you, it's important to understand the general flow.